And welcome back, everyone, to the Digimon Partner Creation Series, or Digimon Partner Series, I think is how I just normally dub it. And this one comes to us from Jim Olvani, who asked the question, what is Beast Boys? Booyah! Well, that's actually Cyborg's line, but still, Beast Boys, Digimon Partner. Beast Boy is one of those characters where it kind of comes off a little obvious the type of Digimon he should have as his partner, but not specifically what the Digimon is. Because with Beast Boy, like I said, I've said it before when it comes to, for example, like Zanpakuto, abilities and stuff don't automatically translate to a Zanpakuto. Digimon partners are the same thing. What you're capable of doing doesn't immediately translate to your Digimon partner. But that doesn't mean it doesn't always. I looked at Sanjin last week. I was trying to find a chef-like Digimon, but that didn't work out. But with Beast Boy, an animal-type Digimon that continues to kind of evolve on the concept of an animal, I think is what you need to go with. And so I'm like, okay, where do I even start on this? Because there's so many animal-based Digimon out there, I could do literally anything. But I'm like, well, let's actually go with a Digimon that kind of looks like a bunch of different animals. So I went with Dorumon. Dorumon is kind of draconic. It's definitely fur-covered. It has little, if you really look on the back of its body there, it's got little wings. They don't really fly, but it's got little wings. It's got horns on its head. It is kind of a little bit of a chimera in many ways. So I think that's a good starting point. Now, the Dorumon line does have its own Digivolution line and has a few different branches off that Digivolution line. And I'll say right now, we went whoops. Well, spoilers. I went with the wrong one on that. The next one up was Dorugamon. Dorugamon is just a larger, more enhanced version of Dorumon. The wings are more pronounced. So that made sense. Then Dorogreymon, spoilers, that was the next one up. This is where I think we really started to expand the concept, because Dorogreymon is very much a more draconic-based Digimon than the other two. The other ones definitely have dragon aspects to them, but they're not primarily dragons in concept. They're still very much a blend of things. Dorogreymon definitely is more on the draconic side, but it still has a blend-like nature to it. For example, it still looks like it's covered in fur. Its wings, while draconic, also have some bat-like qualities to it. It's got also some, I'd actually even say it's got some sea serpent-esque qualities. If you look at its neck, it's not just how long it is, but like the frills kind of down there. But now you're leaning more into the dragon aspect. So beyond this, now I'm like, okay, let me roll back a little bit, because the Mega I want to be different than what the evolutionary line normally is. So you're not getting what is actually called, one second here, Dorugreymon, one second. Dorugreymon. By the way, the Digimon site that I was, Digimon Wiki has completely changed up their way they find stuff, and it's actually not as effective at all. Take notes, guys, who did the site. So I knew this Digimon as Miragemon way back in the day when I first played what was it? Digimon World Dawn. That was a Digimon World Dawn. And the mega form of this apparently is actually called Dorugoramon. Dorugoramon. That's what it is. Now, I always knew this, though, as Miragemon. I'm just double-checking this real quick. Maybe I'm wrong? I'm not seeing any notes mentioning that. But, yeah, I actually always knew it as by a different name. But it's very much a dragon. It's actually a dragon beast, which still could work. But I'm like, no, Beast Boy's definitely got some, fight in him. He's got some gruff in him, but that displays itself more in that werewolf form he takes, not like a dragon. So I wanted to kind of verge off of the dragon path, Although I still like I like Dorgremon's design. It's just really cool. I like dragons. Dragons, reptiles, they're my thing. So I'm like, okay, now, and this is where this is where I'm actually complaining about the new, let's see here, species lists. Hold on one second here. I'm going to the site right now to see if, all right, so this is, oh, now you're all well and good. Is that right? Huh? Is that right, you SOBs? All right, Digimon, let's see here now. Let me see if I can quickly find, because I had a Digimon in mind when I thought of the come on, level. Yeah, I had a Digimon in mind when I thought of the Mega, but unfortunately I couldn't find it after it was all said and done. Like, I lost it somehow, and because of that, how they decided to change up the way the site looks a little bit, even though I'm finding the general layout I did originally, which I don't get. I'm gonna take the old college try here and see if I can one more time find what I'm looking for. List of Mega Digimon. Hold on. List of Mega level Digimon. Let's see here. All right. So no, I don't want the fandom. I want the Digimon. I want the actual Digimonpedia here. That's okay. See, this is, I think, the problem right here. It's the Mega Digimon. Let's just try that. Does that give me a different thing? Nope. If for some reason there's no, they don't, the Digimon site, like Digimon Wiki, doesn't have a list. You go straight to the fandom instead of Digimon Wiki, which is odd. I don't know why. There was one I remember that really was like a hodgepodge of creatures. I can't remember it off the top of my head. So I went with the next best one that I can remember that is a hodgepodge of creatures. Griffomon. Griffomon obviously is a griffin, but when you actually look at Griffomon, especially the way it's designed, it very much is a large amount of animals put together. It's got a body of a tiger, or a tiger-esque kind of cat. What looks to be, I believe those are supposed to be griffin, like bird feet, but they seem a little bit more like Garurumon's feet. Though I can kind of see that back claw that's supposed to be bird. Still, bird feet. It's got the head of a griffin or head of a bird with like metallic nature to it. It's got fur all right. It's got bat wings, and they introduced a little bit of the manticore type mythology with the little snake head on its tail. So yeah, I thought if I couldn't find the other one, this is maybe the best bet I could do. It adds a little bit of that ferocity while still adding a little bit of that regalness. It could also still be good, and I could still see this whole Digimon line being quite goofy, just like Beast Boy, just like Garp is. So, or Garfield, actually, that's his name. Garfield is. So, yeah, I like this in terms of his Digivolution line. Could I change some things up? Absolutely. In fact, you could theoretically do just about any mon in this line, any mon that is an animal-based Digimon, and figure out a Digivolution route for this. But yeah, that was ultimately the big thing for me, was that this had to be animal in nature on some level, because that is who Beast Boy is. Beast Boy is any and all animals, basically, and a lover of nature. So that is my Digimon partner for Beast Boy. What do you think? Do you agree? Disagree? Let me know in the comments below. What would you do differently if you would do anything differently? But until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you folks next time.